there and welcome back to my channel. If you are nearing retirement, thoughts about how it actually works to step into retirement, to create your retirement income, have probably started entering your mind. And quite possibly even your Google searches. Heck, you're probably dreaming about it too. Well, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about the 5 major factors that are facing the 2019 retiree. But before we get into that, is this your first time here? Hi, I'm Liz Hand. I'm a certified financial planner, and on this channel, The Happiness IRA, we talk about stepping into the driver's seat of your finances, particularly as you're stepping towards retirement, which is a whole different ballgame. And so if you are interested in all things retirement, this is the channel for you. So stick around and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any new videos that come out. The first major thing facing the 2019 retiree is that there are not pensions to rely on top of Social Security.
Yeah. Everybody keeps talking about this. We know pensions are by the wayside.
But what does that actually mean? What it means is that you have to be a lot more thoughtful with the money that you have saved up in those retirement accounts or those joint accounts to make sure that you are not depleting them too fast. Number 2, interest rates are pretty low. You know why that's hard? Because CDs aren't as great to use. So if you want absolutely no market risk, you're subject to whatever's at the bank, whatever's available at the bank. And so with interest rates being pretty low, there's not too much by way of interest.
But no. The government is forcing up interest rates, so that won't be an issue.
But it will, because you'll be forced into indecision. You'll want to put money with one bank, but then you're seeing that another bank will have a higher interest rate. By the time you go over to them, then you'll find that another bank is going to have a higher interest rate. So all of that to say, if you are a little bit indecisive and not wanting to place money very quickly, and you also are concerned about buyer's remorse, this is going to be a difficult thing that you are going to have to navigate. Number 3, along with that, since interest rates are being forced upwards, bonds, which were traditionally where the retiree would put their money if it was invested, are not as lucrative either, because it works like a teeter-totter. As interest rates are being forced up, bond rates are dropping. So you can consider in this image that the other person sitting on the teeter-totter with me is interest rates. They're being forced upwards, and the bond prices, are dropping. And so what that means for you is if you're holding bonds, it's like paddling upstream, and the return might have a more difficult time doing that just because the bond prices are falling in that same time period. Number 4, the stock market's at an all-time high. In fact, we have not had an over a 10% correction in the stock market since 2008-2009. If you are anticipating a drastic market correction in the first few years of retirement, that can really change the shape of your retirement. Do I have a crystal ball of when that stock market is going to reverse? Nope. I don't. And nobody really does. So you just have to have your game plan in mind for what you're going to do if the market is dropping and how that impacts your retirement income. And number 5, inflation keeps plugging along. If you are considering not investing in CDs or bonds or stocks, maybe you're thinking, well, I'll just take that money and bury it in the backyard so I'm not subject to any of those things. Well, that's where inflation steps in, because costs keep rising. The price to buy shoes is a lot different from when you were a kid, right? And it's going to continue going that way. And so you have to keep up at least with inflation to remain your status quo. So what's the point of this video? Doom and gloom? Make you feel really bad about retiring in 2019? No. Anybody who knows me knows that I am not a doom and gloomer. I'm pretty far from it. This is about taking a more active stance in your retirement. You cannot sit back and just let the stock market unfold, let your bond positions unfold, let your CDs unfold. You have to be a lot more thoughtful about what you're doing with your money in order to remain in the same lifestyle that you are accustomed to. And so it's also very imperative that you team up with somebody that you trust, that can help you navigate retirement well. So you're not just looking for any old financial advisor that's giving you stock tips or mutual funds that are good for purchasing, that are going to give you a good return. What you need is somebody who is a team captain for your family, that helps you navigate the murky waters of retirement and helps you make good financial decisions in a time frame where it is very difficult to retire because of all of the different things that are facing us and coming at us. And so with that, a certified financial planner is usually a good place to turn, because they have their eyes in all different areas of retirement. Not only the income, but the taxes and the investments and the impending inflation, all of those things. That's part of the training, is to understand all the different parts of the financial world to help you navigate it better. So if you do not have a certified financial planner that you trust or that you jive with, that you can have easy conversation with, or you have a financial advisor that you think they're more into investment returns and less into the big picture, I would love to have that conversation with you and see if we can help you navigate your retirement together. Feel free to click onto my website, www.pleasantwealth.com, and set a introductory phone call. Or if you're local, an in-person meeting. All right, friends, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. Everybody thinks that retirement is just this easy street that you kick back in a hammock, but in the logistics of stepping into retirement, there's a lot of different things that you're navigating beyond the financial component. So don't step into your retirement lightly, and just make sure you're being thoughtful about what retirement looks for you before you flip the switch and turn in your key. So with all of that information, I will leave you, and you take care.